Are you having a good time? Well, good evening. It's an honor to be speaking with you all today. I'm Josiah Covington. I'm an advisory board member, a mentor coach, but most importantly, I'm a fellow alum. So I wouldn't be here in front of you today if not for the grace of God, my family, and America needs you, of course. I was born on Long Island, raised in Mastic through the 8th grade. I'm the oldest of two boys, nurtured by a single mother, my mother, Selena. I naturally took a leadership role in the house as a result. So on Long Island, I had many friends, and I had my little brother by my side as I was his babysitter. I didn't want much as a result. You know, I was a year-round athlete, creative, innocent, and I regularly made the honor roll, but I understood that we didn't come from money as well. But to bring stability to my family, I decided that I would enroll in college someday when I was in 8th grade. Oh, man. Okay, so, but, you know, things quickly changed. I found out that we were moving to New Jersey, and, you know, I'm from New York, so my heart dropped immediately. My mind was stuck on my friends and restarting athletics. Nobody wants to do that, right? So, but nonetheless, I would move to Camden, New Jersey, as I enrolled in Camden City's public school district at Creative Arts High School, where I was a creative writer. I encountered a few challenges growing up in the hood, facing severe economic disenfranchisement and serious lack of public and private investment. The main challenges that I would face was purely getting to school. We had no school buses. I needed to bargain for a ride from my mom every morning, but her work schedule and my school schedule, they never aligned unless she was late or took off, and we didn't want that, so that wasn't an option. But, you know, New Jersey Transit was an option, but I missed their requirements. You needed to live 2.5 miles away from school, and I lived 2.3, so I was on my own. I needed to walk to school, right? My walk was 40 minutes through downtown and Centerville, Camden, and I had multiple bags in hands as I was a student athlete. If I couldn't bear the walk, I'd scrum up some change and I'd take the bus, but I wasn't alone. When I got there, there were a ton of addicts there too, so my mornings were very eventful, to say the least. So sometimes I would stay with my friends who lived near school so I could cut out the commute. But my teachers, they pestered me for being late. I mean, I was dealing with a lot in the mornings, but, you know, I'm optimistic regardless, so our new neighborhood became home to me. I made many friends. But soon, I would unfortunately learn that my very best friend would lose his life at 17 to violence in Long Island. And, you know, we would be the same age today if he were still here. And, I mean, this was my boy, so my guy, he was the only friend I had that I would allow to have a relationship with my little brother. So I was really torn. But I attempted to use this pain and turn it into motivation like I did with things of the past. So I like to say that my challenges definitely provided me strength. So I would go on and graduate high school salutatorian and would enroll in Bloomfield College on full scholarship. But in my first semester, I found a bit of peace, right? I wasn't in the same environment, but I didn't feel at home. I felt out of place. I was unwilling to connect with, you know, different students, and I didn't want any parts of any extracurricular activities. I didn't want any of it. But I was on scholarship, so I went to class, I got good grades, and I hung out a bit as well. But soon, AOI found me. It's like they put this flyer right next to my door, my dorm room door, and I'm so grateful. It was at that moment where I would attend, I would find out about an info session and attend it, and I learned about the community and the problems that they were going out and solving, and I wanted a part of it. I knew that I needed the community that they were providing. So I joined, and I became a fellow. I made friends within ANY's community, with mentors, and just the entire staff. But then I found and I was paired with my mentor, Richard. And Richard that's my guy. I mean, we talk all the time, even to today. He's been instrumental in my development, and I owe a ton to Richard. He still pushes me today to pursue opportunities that align with my deepest passions, and always advocates the importance of prioritization in one's life. So, sophomore spring, I transferred to Cornell University, and it was freezing when I arrived. Oh, man. But I was immediately exposed to the droves of recruiters and opportunities, and I knew that ANY prepared me just for this moment. I mean, I had all the confidence in the world. But it was all through the career days that they had coordinated together. Mock interview practice, tons of it. It helped me to develop a strong conviction in myself. So now, instead of just hanging out, I was the kind of student who traveled to Manhattan to do stock pitch competitions at like Goldman Sachs and Point72. It was so different. But still, at Cornell, I was one of 110 students who happened to be black, a black male. So I felt less community as a result. I mean, I was the only one there. So I kind of wanted to drop out. And I would share this with Richard and ANY staff, but they didn't let me. They reminded me of my why. And my why is so much bigger than me. Only 21% of first-gen low-income students graduate from college. And that's a small percentage, but I'm worried about the students that are not in the data. What about the ones who didn't go, who didn't apply? These are the people I grew up with, right? They didn't attempt, or they were blocked from going to college. And at least if they were in my class, we didn't have the option to take psychology or economics in high school. So, but thankfully, at least today, I'm able to stand in front of you as a first-generation college graduate and professional. I'm a problem solver in information technology. I perform strategy and operations, and I love it. So I've had the opportunity to contribute to top global companies like Prudential, JP Morgan, DoorDash, Google. But more importantly, I live a life of service, and I give back to America Needs You now as a mentor, and I'm also on the Alumni Leadership Council. But at least for me personally, the most important thing is that I'm an example to my little brother. And he better know, but I accept him and support him no matter what we go through in life, right? Like, my brother is my brother, so I got him for life, right? But to the past, current, and future fellows, I hope you realize that your persistence, consistency, and resilience is what got you here. But you didn't do anything alone. Nobody has done anything worthwhile by themselves. So think about who is around you. And go make a difference in the lives of individuals who walk a similar path, and never stop believing in yourself. Keep fighting, always. Thank you.